Hello everyone, and welcome to today's stream. Now, I have some bad news before we start. Let me send out these noties and then I'll go over it. But there's a massive update that we're going to dive into. The bad news, just so unfortunate. It might make today's stream a little hard. But let me send out these noties so everyone's here and knows what this news is. But good news, Propfinder dropped a new update like we do all the time. And if you want to be aware of these updates, follow us on Twitter, follow us on Discord. I would link both of them in chat, but my YouTube is not working. Man, just a struggle bus today. Give me a second to figure out how to do this. Couch, bang. Absolute struggle bus today, boys. Hope you are all doing well. Hope you guys are doing well. Make sure to drop a like on your way in. Let me send these noties out on Twitter. And then I'm also going to send the link in chat as well on Discord. Okay, that is out. Let me also send the link in this chat here. And then I'll pull up chat in a second. Okay, here is the bad news. You guys want to see it? There it is. I hope you guys can see that. I would show you, but I can't. My monitor got absolutely obliterated yesterday. I had my window open, and good night. So I ordered one. It should be here tomorrow. I have the tracking link. I will be reading chat off of my phone. So again, that'll be back tomorrow. Kind of clickbaiting the bad news. It's not really that big of a deal. Just a little unlucky. But let me figure out how to pull up chat on my phone in like a decent way. Hope you guys are doing better than my monitor. You know that clip from The Office? The guy just wham straight in the dumpster. That was literally me at 2 in the morning when I got back to my room after hitting the gym. Went on a little run. And, yeah, my monitor was 5 big boomed on my desk. So, okay, let me pull up chat. Make sure you guys like. 82 people in here, 11 likes. I mean, what are we doing, guys? Sub if you're new here as well. I'm going to probably start doing night streams sooner than later. Kind of sticking to this schedule as long as I can because it's working nicely. But, you know, if I go live at night, you're not going to want to miss that. I think night streams could also be pretty beneficial, just for your guys' time as well. Springer again, gang, what's up? Noti gang, Mark, appreciate you. Yesterday was trash. Yeah, going off this last year's data, I mean, the first day was elite, but yeah, yesterday was rough. SNG, what's up? Mark, open up, updates going insane. Yeah, I can't wait to actually see this. You guys have been wondering this, or wanting this for a while. One question, how come you don't look at last 10 to 5 days instead of last 15 days. That's true. That's a good point. I should, especially since we're early in the year. Usually you just like a bigger sample size. It's also last 10 or 5 at bats, not days. So when you're covering, hopefully my camera doesn't look too bad. When you're covering the last 15 at bats, it's really like the last 5 games. I just realized my camera looks terrible now. Hopefully that's a little better. Who knows? Whatever. Matt, what's up? What's up? Okay. Kerry Carpenter bomb, Lindor bomb, Devers bomb, Kurtz and Springer. Bro, I'm not going to be on Kurtz for a while. Kurtz has been awful. Lindor for Mets. Okay, so I don't have too much time because I have to go study for that stupid exam, which hopefully I pass. But I was just kind of peeping this before stream, and this is absolutely going to be crazy. So you could filter by, of course, the opposing pitcher as well as the team. You can see versus all, versus righties, versus lefties. Yeah, this is going to be absolutely ridiculous. So let's go to the home run matchups. I think for this, we're going to start looking at pitcher and then go based off of the team, whatever it's called, team versus pitch mix cheat sheet. And then I'll make a video on this as well. If you type !Pickett in chat, you'll be able to see all my bets on Pickett. I just typed it for you. I'm not going to be able to... How do I pull up chat? Isn't there like a chat thing? I don't know. This is going to be a little bit of a scuffed stream. A little bit scuffed. Going to have my monitor hold my chat there. Okay. Jacob deGrom doesn't give up too many homers. We could just kind of click him to see. Throws a lot of four-seam sliders. So let's see if we can go to this team versus pitch mix and just see if anyone's really good on the four-seam slider. We are going to be researching deGrom. Hold on, we need to do... Who are they playing? Rangers versus Orioles. So in this case, you'd want to go to the Orioles and then only have four-seam slider on, and you can just see from here who kills the four-seam slider. It looks like Taylor Ward. You also, my God, you can filter by ISO. Yeah, this is a crazy update. You can also filter by barrel percent on this as well. This is huge. Pete Alonso, Tyler O'Neill look good from the... Wait. Yeah, versus righty. Okay, versus righties versus lefties. Again, we kind of decided it doesn't really matter who he's better against. Just throws a lot. You can see four-seam slider 95% of the time to righties. deGrom, so really good stats there, actually. Yeah, this is really, really good stuff. Oh, yeah, instead of verse all, so this filter here, instead of verse all, we're going to want to have this verse righties since deGrom is a righty, so make sure you have that filtered. If he was playing a lefty, you'd know. Obviously, filter by a lefty there. Lineup to be determined. That's why there's so many Orioles. You can see 6 lefties, 7 righties. So, obviously, more than 9, but just because not everything's in order yet. Starters only, you could toggle this on when I assume the lineups are determined. That'll be helpful. You can also click the pitcher's stats here. Yeah, this is a really big update. Really, really good update. I'm sure a lot of you guys have been waiting for this for a long time. You can't see anything? What? What happened to my screen? Wait. What is on my screen right now? Hold on. Yeah, my screen literally broke, so maybe I just have to change the monitor. Display. Did that do anything? No, that did not do anything. Do I have like a other monitor thingy? Stay tuned. I just got back from class and I'm like, I'll just go live. Don't know what's happening here. Video. Display, share monitor. Add news source, there we go. Display, here we go. Bang, can you guys see this now? And then I just put this like at the back. Nope, not there. Here? There we go. There we go. Now surely you guys can see Surely this works now, right? You might not get face cam though. Which is fine. We could like, oh my god, this is so annoying. Where did I have this? PF stream. Face cam. So we want this like at the bottom. There we go. Getting closer. Getting closer. There we go. Overlay for stream. I don't even know what that is. Okay, that's what we don't want. There we go. Now everything should work. Let me fix my camera while I can see it. My camera's like falling. Why is my room looks so sideways? Is my monitor sideways? Ooh. I don't know. My monitor will be here tomorrow. I don't know if it'll be before stream. Okay, you guys can see it. Okay, we're good. Yo, what's up, Brandon? Yeah, literally just get Propfinder. I'm going to type discount code in chat. I think we might still have some of these MLB 40 codes for a yearly subscription. If you want to get on that, do that now. It's not going to be available for much longer. I keep saying that, but I don't actually know if it's available. Yeah, Shaquille, bro. My monitor getting clapped by the wind last night at 2 a.m. was not on my bingo card. Not on my bingo card. Okay. Hopefully you guys can see this now. I'm looking at my stream. It all looks good. Okay, so what I was kind of explaining earlier is when you look at this team versus pitch mix, this new update, you're going to want to filter by whatever team. So I'm just starting with the earlier games, just like I usually do. Looking at the pitcher, DeGrom, you can see he usually gives up 1.3 to either side. And I was also kind of showing that it doesn't really matter on what side. He kind of gives up or throws the same pitches about the same amount. Gives up very similar batting averages. Maybe struggles a little more versus righties, but nothing insane. So when we go back here to this team versus pitch mix, you can now see versus righties when throwing the four seam and slider and how these guys play against that, right? So it can be really, really helpful. Yeah, what's good, Daniel? How you doing? How you doing? So you can see team season. Obviously, I'm going to leave it on 2025. There's just not going to be much data on 2026. Some things might look good, but a little skewed. So let's just leave it on 25. And then versus a right-handed pitcher, since DeGrom is a righty. And we kind of said earlier it doesn't really matter. So we're kind of just going to look at batting average, ISO, WOBA, all sides of the plate here. Could all be really, really helpful. Again, I only have these top two pitches on. If you want to filter those off, you can. But I'm just going to leave everything there. Doesn't really seem to make too much of a difference. You can see Colton Cowser has a really good barrel. If you filter by barrel, you can filter by ISO, you can filter by WOBA, K%. So, like, K% you want not red. You could see, like, when filtering by a low K%, you can see Adley Rutschman, 239 ISO, 477 slugging, a little lower of a barrel, but a really low K rate, which is good. Oh, yeah, Nerfy Yerfy, we can 100% check as well. Jose's added a ton of updates here. Let me plug my phone in so it doesn't die. But yeah, barrel percent, hard hit rate, you can filter by all these. I think just looking here, you can see Pete Alonso does look best. And I assume, yeah, you're going to be able to click him from here and then filter by that. But you can see a mid K rate, like not terrible. When he has this much power, you just kind of have to like it, I would think. Barrel rate for Colton Cowser as well. Maybe a lefty gets one. Hard hit rate, going to be Gunnar Henderson. Low K rate, so maybe you actually go with him, even though he has the lower barrel. So those are kind of three guys just immediately from this cheat sheet that I can see really, really quickly. So this definitely going to be really helpful when researching home runs. Anything, really. Like, this is what I would use anytime, and you could just now see the entire team. So let's go look team versus pitch mix. Again, Pete Alonso, Colton Cowser, Gunnar Henderson, going to be the guys we want to look at. You can also look for like things like walks. Like you can see Dylan Beavers in 56 plate appearances, walks 23% of the time if that's something you're interested in. If DeGrom throws a lot of walks, and you're not going to want to bet on these guys with high K rates. You can see Blaze does have like a lower sample size, but still 77 plate appearances. He's striking out more than a third of the time. That's really, really high K rate, almost 40%. 4 of 10 plate appearances, this dude's just striking out. So let's click on Pete Alonso here, and then this brings us to like the normal page we're used to. You could go just to pitches, and you can see he annihilates the four seam. Hits the slider decent, but mainly gonna want him to get that four seam. You can see his barrel percent as well, really, really high recently. You can see recently off righties hasn't been amazing. He has a single, fielder's choice, and a single. Statcast 53% fly ball, 73 hard hit, 33 straight oppo, so pretty cut and dry there. But just going to want to look at the four seam, and you can see when he gets a four seam off of a righty, it's 14% of the time it's a home run, which is a very high number since we're including ground balls, line drives, fly, any ball put into play. So that's a high number. If you take all these equations out, if it's just a fly ball, a third of the time, and you can see here that he hits a fly ball more often than anything else combined, actually, at a 53%. Yeah, this is a really good update. Inside out, I agree. It's a really good update. You can also see, you can just make sure versus righties. I mean, this is the reason we clicked him, but you can see, again, really helped in our research, just showing not only all of these metrics, including K and walk rate, but also the barrel rate just off those pitches without even having to click everyone. So Gunnar Henderson, we saw on the four-seam slider, was like a pretty low percent, 13%. But when he hits a fly ball, I mean, he tanks it, man. So, see, slider. He is going to be a lefty, so the park can come into play a little bit here. Let's see. Let's go back. So you can see it is going to be better for lefties, it seems. You can see, I think this is 319, 318, 363, 376, 410 to dead center, but you can see Pete's done it many, many times. 415 here. Park is going to matter. Let's actually look at weather. I forgot to look at weather. Ballpark weather. Another thing you're definitely going to want to look at. Mets, Cardinals, high chance for, or delay chance for a post moment. So not a game you're going to want to bet on there. Not sure why. I think this looks a bit riskier than what the automated NWS forecaster showing. A line of rain and storms fires up in the general area tonight. Okay, so I guess it does look... yeah. If Kevin's our meteorologist for Propfinder, and if he's saying that this is a yellow or orange game, I'm just completely fading. If he believes there's a chance for delay, then I do not want to bet on this game. Same with the Cubs. Also, wind blowing in at 17 miles an hour is something that you're not going to want to bet on anyway. What's up, Gerald Chop? Murakami data's been on the site inside out. It's just he doesn't have anything from last year. You can see his stats from this year. It's just not much. It was on the site, after his first plate appearance. It's been there ever since. You just have to filter by 2026. Dodger Stadium, another one. If he has it as red, I ain't betting on it. Marlins going to play in a dome. I don't know if... Still don't know if this really impacts... Oh my god, look at the wind. Look at the wind in Camden Yards blowing out at 17 miles an hour. Warm winds blowing out, bump to bats. Yeah, 100% bump to bats. Incredible. So Orioles definitely a team to look at. No home run for Cubs game, plus 650. Interesting. I can see that. Best chance for storm comes early afternoon, maybe 5-6 p.m. Still some lingering rain and storms behind that, but it's more clear than dry the rest of the evening. I think most likely outcome here is a late start and play with low-ish but not zero chance of in-game delay. Temps and cool winds are blowing in. Good pitcher weather, yellow. Okay. Wind blowing in, it'll be hard to crank one out. I wouldn't rule it out completely, but I think plus 650, that is a pretty decent bet. A few other things. Wrigley, I just think we fade. Orioles, I mean, Pete Alonso has to have a really high chance to hit a homer here. Other winds blowing in. Braves, I mean, under 5 is like pretty much a gust. Raindrop or 2 at worst, not heavy enough to stop play. Temps or warns of wind are technically blowing in, but it's just 5 miles an hour, so I don't expect much of an issue. Exactly what I was thinking there. Reds blowing side to side. Winds are mostly right to left, so no help there, but temps are warm, and it's already a good hitting park, so I think a solid spot for bats. Interesting, okay. So he doesn't really care about the wind there. Astros in our dome. So, okay, just Dodgers, Cardinals, Cubs. Remind me to fade those games when you get to them. Seager looks crazy. Like, he's still in Texas, yeah? Pete Alonso's odds plus 330. Very interesting there. Let's go back to this team versus pitch mix and filter by this season and see if he still looks good. Yeah, Pete, 667 batting average, 593 WOBA. No ISO, so all of these were singles. He went 2 for 3 with 2 singles. I believe I bet his total bases that day. You can also see the average for the team as well. Interesting. Gunnar Henderson does have 1-barreled ball as well. 2025 data. Yes, correct. I think from this game, if I had to pick, I'd probably just pick Pete. Probably pick Pete here. Wow, he has such a weird spray chart. Like, homers all over the place, man. See, versus lefties, he does tend to hit his homers either straight or oppo. Doesn't really pull. I mean, has pulled, you could say like 3, maybe clump these in as well. Interesting. You can see a summary here. See, like, hits more center. More center, more oppo. Very, very interesting. Some of these would be homers, though. I do like his oppo chances. Camden yards. It is going to be way further down this line. Like, this would be way gone. 344, this would be way gone if it was over here. Very interesting. Gunnar Henderson as well. Could be one to look at. Let's check his... I think he had a low barrel rate. Just want to see his StatCast metrics. See, that's why. High line drive, really high oppo. Really, really, really high oppo. Yeah, it just is on the 4-seam slider. I think I'm just going to go with my gut here, go with Pete. I think he has the best data. Batter versus pitcher, you can see Taylor Ward is 1 for 8 on him with a homer. Very interesting. Now, if we want to see Pete Alonso's like stats versus him, you could do that as well on the exit velocity sheet. You could see who's he playing? DeGrom versus Pete. I'm on the Tigers versus... It's weird going to Orioles for Pete Alonso. Alonso. Search. Nothing. Was it before then? Wow. Might not be data before then. I'm not sure. Let's see. 2005, surely. Nah. No data on that. Ballparks are selected. Everything should be good here. That's probably too far on this, honestly. Well, at least we know it wasn't... they weren't strikeouts. When he played him, they were not strikeouts. They weren't a walk. He just went 0 for 2. Hopefully with some flyouts. Yo, what's up, Juan? Yeah, 17 miles an hour inward at Wrigley. GG's, I agree. Someone in chat already took his no home run, or that game's no home run prop at plus 650. What's it now? I'm curious if that's dropped at all. What do you think about Lindor? We can take a look. I'm going game by game, so we'll look at Eflin against the Rangers. So righties against the Rangers. Let's take a look at that. Again, Pete Alonso, our favorite home run prop from this game. I wouldn't be surprised if he went over his total bases as well. Let's see. Is this just... Yeah, this is alphabetical. Rangers versus Eflin. We do want righties here, which it is automatically filtering on. And then 2025 stats. Starters only. Lineups not confirmed, so we can't have the startups only yet. If you're researching when the lineups are confirmed, then obviously you'll be able to see those. The highest ISO, Sam Haggerty. Only 16 plate appearances, though, so I would make sure you don't skew these numbers at all. You can see Eflin. So versus right-handed... sweeper, sinker. Yeah, look how many pitches this guy throws. Cutter, change. You can see Nimmo's good on that. Seager's good on that. So I can see why people are saying Seager. Nimmo, I think, has a chance as well. It's plus 410 now, yeah. No homer for Dodge, Cubs, and Cards game. Interesting. Plus 32,000. Dodgers and Cubs, though. Oof. Who are the Dodgers playing to? They're not still on the Diamondbacks, are they? Wow, Nimmo's got 2 hits. He's hot this year. Has a homer already. Wow, look at his total bases head-to-head. 1 for 14 against Eflin, though. Corey Seager, 5 of 12 against him. Yeah, people are on his head-to-head. Or on his history for sure. It was a fly ball. It was a fly out and ground ball and sack fly for Pete. Okay. So yeah, that's fine. 2 flyouts. 2 flyouts. I think that's good chances in my opinion. So you guys are on Seager. On that cutter. He definitely likes righties. I mean, I could get behind that. Seen some 4 seams. Has seen 1 cutter, didn't do anything on it. Typically, though. Eflin gives up a lot on this cutter as well. Maybe there's data on this, actually. Let's take a peek. Exit velo. Let's look at, not DeGrom, we have Eflin. Seager. Oh, barrels only. That's why it didn't work. I had barrels only on. So you can see Corey Seager. See, this was 2019. Wow, so the data does go back really, really far. Interesting. It's crazy. Jose got to pull that. It's huge. Oh, Eflin wasn't even pitching that. There we go. Now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. So you can see Corey Seager's home run was at Dodger Stadium. Really, really interesting. I guess when he played for the Dodgers, got one off of Eflin. You can see all of his, or most of his history against him. I believe he was 5 of 12, so this could actually be all of his history. Field out, field out, field out. I would assume this is actually. Had a single, homer, double. Now that will show in the batter versus pitcher menu, but I think it's interesting to just look at the distance. So you had a 400-foot homer, 344 flyout, 326 flyout. So he's getting some good hits off of him. The one he hit out was a sinker, Dodger Stadium, 2016. Wow. Very, very interesting. 2016-17 season. Could see that one, 2016. Really interesting. Cool to look at. Really cool to see. Seager, def the guy. I don't know. Him on that cutter, he does look good. 5 of 12. 2 doubles, homer, 3 Ks, 2 hard hits. 37 pitches versus Eflin. I mean, the cutter does look really good. This guy gives up so much on the cutter, too, to lefties. Gave up 5 homers last year on 180 pitches. 26.7 barrel over his last 15. Or was this homer off of Luis Ortiz on a cutter? You can see his high ground ball rate, though. Really high ground ball rate. 53 hard hit, 46 pull. Let's see what he does on the cut. Where's the cut? There it is. Cut and change. Not amazing on the change, not terrible, I suppose. 6.7, though. Jeez, he has hit a lot of these for homers. He is a... So Seager's a lefty. So yeah, the ballpark is beneficial for him as well. Yeah, I could get behind a Seager homer. I'd get behind a Seager homer. Burger. Jake Burger, really low. Also, Eflin's better versus righties, so I'd much rather take a lefty here. Burger does have a homer on him, though. 3 of 7, 29 pitches, 2 strikeouts, 2 hard hits. Burger's not really good on the sweeper, though. I bet he hit the cutter out if I just had to guess. Actually, no homer. Well, no homers last year. Let's see. Exit velo, Eflin versus Burger. Nope. Need to shrink our range. Let's say 2020. I don't know when Burger started playing. 20. Let's just go 21. Burger. There he is. Burger boy. Okay, his homer was on a curveball. 27 of 30 at right field. He was on the Sox, man. My Jake Burger. Leighton missed the update. You'll see it, Tara. You'll see it. This is the main update. Team versus pitch mix. There's also a Nerfy feature. I haven't actually checked that one out, but we will soon. Seager and Pete, too, man. I wouldn't be surprised. Did you guys see that play on Twitter that made like 410K? It's actually insane. I think that was NBA, though. But Marco sent that in the chat. I'm like, oh my god. That was by one of our affiliates as well. Crazy work. Jake Burger and David Fry, bro. Ain't no way. So Burger on that curveball. See, not good. Had a 0 ISO last year off righties. So that wasn't even last year. I forget what it just said. We just looked, but... I would definitely lean Seager or Nimmo here. Nimmo does have the higher ISO, higher slugging, lower on base percentage, but a higher average as well. So more contact. Has 6 hits in 4 games already. Seager, not far behind. 5 of 12. Does have the better history. I'm curious to see Nimmo. Just because we can. Wait, is this guy? No, he's a righty. Where's Nimmo? See, Nimmo really good on the changeup. Like, loves the changeup. I could see it, man. I could see it either way, to be honest. Change, cut. Barrel percent is a lot lower. Lots of doubles. See, homer, homer, homer there. Ground ball, 53%. It's either Nimmo or Seager. Plus 400 for Nimmo. Plus 280 for Seager. I think just off of the batter versus pitcher history, you have to go for Seager here. That's what my lean would be. Nimmo, yeah, Nimmo 1 of 14. Yeah, you can't bet that. You can't bet that. Max P. Muncy. Liam Hicks, we'll get to him. I go game by game. We get to everyone. But we gotta go game by game. Nationals, now this Andrew Painter guy doesn't have any history, so I don't know if we're going to want to bet on that. Man, this seems like a you can't bet on this game. I'm just gonna fade only because you can see over the season, R.J. Pullen last year, a left-handed pitcher, pitched 24 innings, 9 to lefties, 15 to righties. Really good versus righties. But versus lefties, I mean, give up more home run per... Wow, that's crazy. Give up 2 homers. One wasn't even a fly ball. This game you just have to fade. Not enough to know on the pitchers. Why not take both Nimmo and Seager? I think it's just because Seager's history. You just have to go him rather than Nimmo. Eric Fetty. Wow, he's on the pitcher, or he's on the White Sox now. Yeah, that's crazy. I remember always when Cardinals would play this guy against lefties, 1.85. Jansen Junk, not a lot of homers. So let's look at Fetty against lefties. That's going to be the main component here. For whoever was asking about Liam Hicks, he's a lefty, so let's just go look at that. Let's look at the Marlins. Marlins versus Eric Fetty, all the lefties, so versus left-handed batters. You can see barrel percent is going to be the highest for Griffin and Owen Casey. Liam Hicks is actually going to be one of the worst batters to bet on in this case. Last season, he had no barrel on the cutter, sinker, or change. A little bit of an interesting pitch mix. You could probably see why he's good versus righties, though. I mean, has that sinker-sweeper combo. Not a lot of hitters are very good on that. 300 yesterday NBA game. Nice. Marcy. Marcy's a... Is he not? Or no, he's a lefty. Highest ISO, Conine. So I would assume out of the lefties, Conine probably has the best odds. Yeah, basically no data to go off of. Really good on the cutter. Only saw 2 pitches this season. Saw 17 last year, got a homer off of it. This guy gives up a lot on the cutter. Is that enough to go off of? I would say probably not. Marcy's 2 of 2 against him. Yeah, I don't know. He's really, like, whoever nails the cutter, this is just what you want here. Lefties who cream the cutter, it is going to be Conine, but we already saw he doesn't, like, he has 100% barrel on that, but 2 plate appearances. Grant Pauly, 22 plate appearances, so better on that. Just not a lot of data. You're going to have to wait till we get a little bit into the season. Like, at least a month, I'd say. Crazy home run slip? We can try. We did if you tailed the round robin yesterday, we hit 3 of 9, so we profited on that. So that was nice. That was nice to see. Homers were paying off yesterday. Big time. Yeah, I mean, I don't see anything crazy. There's just, again, not really too much data. Xavier Edwards, I guess, has a lot. Really low K rates on all of these guys, pretty much. You can see on the cutter, which is their main pitch. Fetty's main pitch, you can see really low K rates. So maybe under Ks there. Marcy, we could look like 2 of 2 on him with a double. How good is he on the cutter? Hits in the air a lot with 0 barrel, though. Is good on the cutter. More of, I would say, a contact hitter, just if I had to guess. I don't really know, but 37, 135, you can see a 163 ISO. And you can see, just versus righties, they're not amazing as a team. If you had to bet one, I mean, maybe Casey. No, not good on the cutter. Not a lot of data, but when he's seen it, he's never hit a cutter out of, only 12 pitches, so there's just not anything to go off of. Conine, really good on the cutter, but it's similar to Casey, just not a lot of data on it. Okay, so let's just fade this game as well. Jansen Junk, he doesn't give up much. You can just see that here, 0.98, 0.33. If you were to take a lefty in this game, I guess I would go. Where was he? Griffin Conine here, plus 560 on FanDuel, and just not much data. Try to find K's value. So level, there's a little bit of a different strategy for K's. So I would start by just looking versus right-handed pitchers and go down the list, and the top like 3 or 4 guys. So you can imagine a starting pitcher. Say he pitches at least 5 innings. That'll mean he goes through the order once, twice, and that's 18 batters. So 18 batters would be 6 innings. So say he goes through the order twice. You'd have to... No, it'd be more than that, wouldn't it? More than... No, yeah. 18 batters, yeah, same thing. So you'd want, obviously, them to go a little longer, but say they have, like, say this line is 4.5, I'd probably take the under, because you can see 20% plus 15% plus 18 plus 16 plus all the way till you get to 100, and then that's 1. And then you go through the order twice, so you can just do this, like 22, 15, 18, 16, 14, 42. Now you could get down into the nitty-gritty and go through all the pitch types, like cutter, sinker, what his K rate is, what the batter's K rate is, just to really narrow it down. But just surface level here, I would go under, just based on what they allow to righties as the hitting team. So you count all this up, add it to 100, that's 1. I would assume his line is like 4.5. Yeah, 3.5, even lower than that. Not a really good strikeout guy. Got 4 last time he played and pitched 5 innings, so you could see probably a pretty good line for him. I would probably take the under, though. I would assume it's favored to go under. Yeah, minus 122 versus like a plus 120, 109-ish line. Yeah, all those props are from yesterday. Might have to pull up the props here. Get a little behind the scenes action. So yeah, I believe homers yesterday we had Alvarez went, Happ went, and Springer went, right? I believe that was everyone out of this list. So 3 of 9 is not a bad hit rate at all. 33%. If you just bet straights, that's easy profit. If you bet each straight on the same amount to win a unit or so. And then one day you're going to hit that 3-leg. We had one of them. We had Springer. He went in his first at bat. Colson Montgomery. Hits the 4-seam okay. Hits way better versus lefties. And since Jansen Junk doesn't give up a lot of homers as it is, I would probably just, again, fade this game. He is a lefty. He does have a good park, though, for it. Let's see here. You can see his summary. You can see he's hitting a lot when their fastball sliders a lot out that way. You can see 4-seam slider here. 40% of the time it's a fly ball, 33% line drive, 46 hard hit, 60 pull. So really good pull rate, and that's exactly what you want. You want him to drop it right into this bucket. So what do we say? 40 pull, 33 line drive. So you could pretty much think it's going to be at least a line drive or a fly ball. In that case, 32% of the time it is a homer. If it's not an out, more often than not, it's a homer rather than a base hit. Wow. Those are really good stats, actually. I just don't love the pitcher. Colson Montgomery versus righties is way better versus righties than lefties. Which is interesting because his stats kind of say otherwise. 714 ISO on the slider. Has hit 5 homers and 99 pitches on the slider. That's ridiculous. Wow. His recency on the slider? Holy cow. Yeah, I like Pete today so far. Didn't we get one other? Or no? Yeah. Pete and Seager. Well, this menu's different too. Pete and Seager's what we have so far. You get plus 1534 on FanDuel, looks like. I actually kind of do like Colson. It's either Colson or no one. Murakami, he was either really good versus righties or lefties. I'm not sure which one it was. Murakami, 4 for 12 versus righties. So you can imagine he gets at least a hit. Has a 25K rate, 33 walk rate. And you can see Colson, 250, 3 of 12, has a homer. All the Sox actually seem to be batting pretty well versus righties. 3 of 8, 4 of 12, 2 of 7, 3 of 12, 4 of 12, 2 of 11, 4 of 8, 0 of 9, 0 of 5. So Acuna and Cuero, not very good. Cuero has not got a hit all year. Peters seems pretty good for a hit. Could also do that as well. You could look at his stats here. Must have been off different pitches. Yeah, you could see this one. Kerry Carp, Acuna. Colson, Devers, Lindor, Stanton, Harper, Trout. All guys to hit homers today. Colson, Devers, Lindor, Stanton, Harper. I do like Colson. If he gets that slider, he absolutely obliterates it. Not much data on it, but I mean, 85 pitches. He had like a 333 average, 467 ISO on that slider. Or no, sorry. I was looking at the wrong thing. Four-seamer is not great. Still good ISO, though, hitting a lot of homers. You can see recency as well. Recency, I mean, 9 of his last 10, he's getting a hit. You can also see when he was getting this slider, 41% barrel. Four-seamer a little lower, but you still got to like the chance when you just incorporate both, 20% barrel. So that's about what he's going to get. Wow, really kills the slider. Really kills the slider. Okay, so let's go Colson, and then kind of fade that game. I don't think there's any batter versus pitcher. Yeah, nothing really. Benintendi has a hit, but that's what Benintendi does. Pirates, Reds, nothing on Brandon Williamson, so going to be hard to research off of him. Obviously, no data, so kind of can't really research the Pirates other than looking at lefties. Bubba Chandler, right-handed pitcher, doesn't give up a lot of homers at all. There's a four-seam slider, has a nasty slider, and a nasty change versus lefties, so I would probably fade this. He's given up 2 homers last season. That's a really good stat there, but we can look. Team versus pitch mix, we'll look at righties. Who are they playing? The Reds? Yeah. Pirates versus Reds, so let's go ahead and take a look at the Reds. You can see Suarez looks pretty good. Sal Stewart, really high barrel rate. Suarez 18, Ellie 16, Novelli Marte 12. That's probably all I would bet there. And then lefties, you got Ellie, Will Benson. This lineup is confirmed, so you can filter by starters only, which it automatically will do. You can also see their number in the order as well. So you can see TJ Friedl's leading off, Matt McClain second, Ellie third, Sal Stewart fourth. So makes sense. Suarez money. He's one of my circle of trust guys. Sometimes one. Don't really have a lot of time to go over strikeouts today, though. Suarez highest ISO. Suarez Ellie, which is interesting because he'll be batting. Oh shoot, I don't know if he's batting righty or lefty. He's facing a righty, so I guess he'll be batting that as well. Chandler 6Ks. Pretty low K rates, though. I mean, you have Stewart, McClain, and Suarez leading that list. That's also another thing you can check. Was this the game that was blowing, like the wind was blowing a certain way. Yeah, wind to the left. Winds are mostly right to left, so no help there, but temps are warm. Solid spot for bats, so nothing crazy. Could also see team versus exact picture, I think. Yeah, that's cool, too. I'll make videos on all these so you guys know exactly how the cheat sheets work as well. Oh, weak spots, too. Eflin, just, if you're batting against him, you're in a weak spot. Seager batting second. He gives up a 278 ISO to. Batting first, 600 ISO. 6 homers to the first guy. Wow, interesting. If this guy has any. 1 of 1, 7 pitches. Sam Haggerty. This would be a crazy pull. That'd be a crazy pull. Schwarber is in weak spot. Not much data on that pitcher, though, so we kind of faded it. You can see 8 pitches. And, like, yeah, just don't want to bet on that. Who do we take in this game? Do we take anyone? So, Conine's batting 8th. Probably not someone you want to bet on. Colson Montgomery batting 4th is in a weak spot. 289 ISO, the highest weak spot on the team, so that's good. Sal Stewart batting 4th, someone we were looking at. Also, Novelli Marte. Not a ton of innings, but you see the 4th hole. I mean, he's given up 2 doubles, 363 ISO, and 2.1 innings, so pretty good there. So let's go back. Team versus pitch mix. So we need to look at, let's see, Suarez, Stewart, Ellie, Marte, all guys we need to look at. Who is best on 4-seamer, and then just slider, maybe. We'll do it like that. Sal Stewart, really good on the 4-seamer. I guess not a ton of data on it, but does seem really good against the 4-seamer. 33% barrel. Has some good stats. A lot were from last year. See, this year, fielder's choice. That's Sal Stewart. Let's look at Suarez, see if we can get anything there. Suarez is going to be the guy. Yeah, I think a lot of you were saying that. Does have a homer this year off the 1-4-seamer he got from a righty. Or the 1-4-seamer he put into play, at least. What's up, Lil Chop? I got Alonso and Seager so far. No, Suarez does look good. AR. Marte was another guy. I could see Marte going as well. I mean, a lot of good spots. I think Suarez has the recency, but it's close. It's close. I also would lean a guy who's better on the 4-seamer, not only because he throws it more, but he gives up more on it, rather than a slider where you can see he's absolutely nasty when he throws that slider. And then kind of his like secondary pitch to both sides versus lefties or righties. That secondary pitch he does not give up much on at all. So for that reason, I'd probably just lean 4-seamer. You could also see versus lefties who get the 4-seamer, like Ellie De La Cruz is a guy we were looking at as well. Yeah, I mean, I could see him going for sure. Let's see, how often does he put the 4-seam into play? Yeah, I mean, had 3 homers there. Is this stadium better for righties or lefties? Let's take a look. Very split. Like, slightly, ever so slightly better for lefties, but, like, it doesn't really matter. Must be reading it right now because he's exactly who I picked for the first 2 games. Attaboy. Attaboy. Marvell, we have Alonso, Seager, and I think Suarez or Ellie De La Cruz. Trying to figure out who my favorite is for this game. They're both really, really close. Ellie is way better on... So he's a righty. Ellie's way better on... He's really good on the four seam. And he gives up a lot to left-handed batters. The park's a little better for lefties as well. So for that reason, I'd kind of lean Ellie. Better barrel. Ground ball's a little higher than you'd like. Suarez puts it in the air a lot. I think Suarez, is there better versus pitcher history? No history, so it makes it a little more challenging. I'd probably just go Suarez here, but I wouldn't be surprised if Ellie went. Four-seam slider, if it's a line driver fly ball off of a righty, it's a 17% of the time it's a home run. No, if it's a line driver fly ball, 27% of the time it's a homer. And this one would be a homer. This one was in... Where is this? Antonio Cincella. Was he a Rocky? Sounds familiar. I don't know where he was. Kevin Gausman, this is Blue Jays. But you can see in this stadium, like even these outs here, 401, 415, both of those outs and this one, these would all be homers. So I really do like the chances here. Favorite red, I think I am going to go Suarez. I think I am. A little higher K rate, but I think for the power, I mean, slider, 451 ISO is just insane, man. Like, see, Ellie's not really good on that changeup. If he gets the heater, it's gone, though. If the pitcher puts this heater in a bad spot, I mean, you can see. Recency shows it as well. It'll be gone. 40% fly ball to ground ball, that scares me just a little bit. And it hasn't got better recently. I would take Suarez. These are my... Or wait, we have Montgomery as well. I forgot Montgomery. Sorry, I need Suarez. That's what I would take. Suarez says he got you. Good. South Stewart, yeah. I didn't love it. You can see he's good on the four-seamer, but not as much data either as these other guys. So even like, again, like 12 for 48, 4 homers, like that's good, but that's not as good as 108 for 429 with 36 homers and a 300. Like a higher ISO on like 8 times the amount of at-bats. You know, there's just more data. Suarez or Ellie? I'm going Suarez, but I think it's close. I wouldn't blame you for taking Ellie. There's no batter versus pitcher history. If there's weak spots, maybe you go based off of that, but it's really close, man. It's really, really close. Batting fourth is South Stewart and Marte. So, South Stewart win batting fourth is 1 of 11. That one was a homer, though. So, I don't know. I think there's a lot of different leans you can have in this game. Bubba Chandler, though, doesn't give up many homers. So if you are taking a homer in this game, I wouldn't take multiple. You can see per 9, he usually gives up 0.6 or 0.5. Okay, Colorado, Toronto. Again, I'm kind of fading. I guess we can look at the Pirates. I'd prefer to fade this. The only, like, real thing you'd be able to look at is the Pirates versus lefties, just because there's no pitch mix data available, because this guy hasn't pitched yet, Brandon Williamson. Ryan O'Hearn, maybe. Brian Reynolds, maybe. Lau definitely seems to prefer righties, which you can just see here by this instant switch of all this data. Going from red to green, red to green, red to green, and he is facing the red side, so you're not going to want about that. Joey Triolo, yeah, I mean, I don't know. You can look at batter versus pitcher, but again, there's no data. I guess, so this guy just didn't pitch last year. Maybe he had a season-ending injury, something like that. Or not even season-ending, maybe Tommy John. Ozuna has a hit on him. No homers, though. I just wouldn't bet on this. Who knows how he's going to play in his first start back. Ellie gets a hold of one. I wouldn't be surprised, Mark. Pup has a low HR per 9 from last year. Do you think it doesn't matter? Do you think it doesn't matter as much for today? I think it's still, since it's data, I'm going off of this rather than just kind of my own intuition of thinking, like, it's a new season, scratch it completely. I'd rather go off of last year than nothing, if that makes sense. I don't like it, Mario. Feasted for power in the AL East. Yeah. True. Benintendi for Homer? Could be. Okay, so let's go to the next game. Rockies versus Toronto. Let's see. Ryan Feltner seems to struggle versus lefties. Wow, George Springer. Just unbelievable on that sweeper. We've seen it before. Recently, this dude's been a dog. I bet on him both games here. I feel like breaking the trend would just be bad news for everyone involved. T. Springer has the highest ISO, Barger, Varsho, Schneider. So let's just see. There's a lot of candidates to take out of this. You can see his four-seam changeup combo versus lefties does seem to be pretty effective. 0.036 ISO and 120 pitches. Let's see where they're playing. Does seem, yeah, very consistent park. I think they're at home, right? Yeah, Blue Jays are at home. Very consistent looking park. So let's just look at team versus pitch mix. See if we can get anything here. They're playing the... I'm blanking. Who are they playing? Rockies, right. Okay. So we have the Blue Jays versus the Rockies. Four-seam sweeper are the main pitches to righties. And then to lefties, he mixes in, again, that four-seam changeup. You can see Varsho really, really good on those pitches. Let's see, 2026, if anyone's done anything. Varsho in 5 plate appearances has a 0 average. 100% barrel, though. Wow. So the one or two or up to 5 times he got a hit, he had a chance. 2 of 5 does have a homer off Feltner, too. That makes you wonder. See, so this ball had a chance to get out off Luis Severino. His one either four-seam or changeup was a four-seam in this case, but seems like a decent chance there. Really good on the changeup. He does give up a decent amount on the changeup. 344 batting average, 514 WOBA, 969 slugging is like genuinely better than Barry Bonds numbers. Yeah, that's insane. Four-seam change. Not sure what this is looking like. Either fly ball or line drive. Good. That's exactly what you want. Facing a righty. Filter all that in. Home run chance, 12%. If it's not an out, oh my god, it's going to be so high. 32% chance. Lots of triples. Dude, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 triples last year? Dude's kind of a dog, no? It's kind of crazy work. Good pull rate. Just a good hitter. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he got his first one of the year today. Does have good history on him. We can also see some more bat of his pitcher. Jesus Sanchez, 4 of 11, 2 homers. I think Varsho being 2 of 5 with 1 homer. Both low K rates for those guys as well, head-to-head. Springer, nothing doing. Only one of them is a strikeout, which is good. Rather have a ball in play out than a strikeout. Varsho is your fave. Interesting. You have to take Springer? Do you? Do you? I don't know. On the fastball sinker, if you're just talking about that, I think you do have to. Does have 2 homers this year, 362 and 415. Sagano, I knew, bro, if he got that cutter off Sagano, I knew it was absolutely smashed. Or maybe it wasn't the cutter. We just got... Is he a lefty? That's a righty. Interesting. But, I mean, look, like, four-seam, sweep, whatever Sagano changed to throw that cutter, it wasn't going to work. It was not going to get by him. This one's interesting, though. Feltner, I think, struggled a little more versus righties, but nothing crazy. Give up 2 homers to 2 homers. Pretty much the same. Looks like less inning versus righties. Four-seam, really good sweeper, though. But, I mean, Springer just annihilates the sweeper. Day in and day out. He just absolutely cranks it. Really good on the four-seam. Yeah, you just have to take Springer, right? I mean, also coming off back-to-back homer games. 26.7 barrel recently. Good fly ball, good line drive rate. When it's a line drive or a fly ball and an out, 1/5 of the time it's a homer. Without an out, 42% of the time it's a homer. So if he gets a hit on the four-seam or changeup, and it's a line drive or fly ball, if he puts a four-seam or changeup in the air off of a righty, last season, 50% of the time, just under 50% of the time, is a home run. I don't know if you guys realize how insane that stat is, but very insane. Very insane. Rain in Toronto doesn't matter. Roof will be closed. They have a dome. Most important thing to look at is whether or not you're in a dome, and then look at weather. Because if they're in a dome, obviously it's not going to matter whatsoever. You can also see his stats this season as well. 2 of 14 versus righties with 2 homers. Unbelievable. 428 ISO. Jesus Sanchez has a homer this year. Jimenez has a homer. Dude, Jimenez just randomly went like 4 of 5 that one game. Really low K rate. Good for him. Really good hitter. One of the best on his team recently. So we were between either him or Varsho. Now Varsho kills the four-seamer and changeup, I believe. Let's look at last year. Just look who kills the four-seam change. Not Ernie Clement. George Springer's a dog. So you can see Sanchez. Not great this year, though. He's been pretty good. So here you can look at metrics. You can see 364 field out. Hit a homer. No, that wasn't. Wait, what did he hit a homer on? Just a righty. He also hit 2 off of him, so I wouldn't be surprised. Pitcher's very good on his main 2 pitches. Yeah, but, I mean, look at Springer. Springer's better. It's like you have to balance it, like whether, like 292 batting average, Springer averages a 268 batting average, so that's really close. And then Woba's only 100 off, Springer's favored. And then slugging, also Springer, I think it said he had a homer on him, right? Oh no, 0 for 3, never mind. He has a strikeout. Jesus Sanchez has the best history, so if you like going off of that, Varsho, we were going off history, that's what it was. Varsho way better versus righties than lefties. You can just see that by switching back and forth here. Likes the four seam off the lefties more, but also a lower sample size. Has a higher ISO versus righties on that four seam. Also really good on the changeup. So I think you do have to take Varsho and George Springer. I mean, I don't think I'd be surprised if both of them went. I think Springer's my favorite, but I mean, so there's only one, and it was a 364 field out, yeah. Varsho, we were kind of looking at line drive fly ball off a righty. If it's not an out, kind of the same as Springer. And then, yeah, so Springer's odds, I think, are a little better. This dude hit so many triples, too, though. It's just so random. Would not think Varsho is the guy to hit some triples. Joined late. What's the new update? This team versus pitch mix. Really nice update. You can kind of see everything here. Let's click Springer as well. Get him favorited. But from this team versus pitch mix, you can just see whatever team. So let me just show you exactly how this works since we're done with the Blue Jays. I don't love Jesus Sanchez for those of you that were on him. I could see it for the batter versus pitcher history, but I don't really go too much off batter versus pitcher history. Ooh, appreciate the sub. Hold on, gotta open this. Connor Murphy. Appreciate the sub, brother. David Schneider. May have to play Merrill. Oh, yeah, they have, hey, who do we have? We have Schneider. And they also have that one guy, Okamoto. Is Schneider not playing? I can't see his data. He might not be playing today. Okamoto. Four seam, he's really good on the four seam. .292 batting average. He's good on the four seam, but I don't think good enough to make me want to bet on him rather than Springer. Like 25 pitches, 2 homers is good, but it's not an insane sample size. Wow, absolutely crushed these though. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he goes. Wouldn't be surprised. But I like Springer and Rusho more, I think. It's close though, for sure. Ooh, another sub? Roberto Flores. Appreciate the sub, bro. What about Moncada? We'll get there. Worried about Springer? You can't. In baseball, you got to go with the hot bat. You got to like the hot bat. Yo, 43 likes, 240 people in here. Let's get that up to like 100. I don't think we've hit 100 yet in baseball season. Do this for free for you guys pretty much every day. Might start doing the night streams, but we'll see what happens with that. And but yeah, if you like these streams, you want to be notified when I go live, make sure you like. Does this new update help with Ks? This is more for, I mean, yeah, actually, like, definitely. Hold on, let me show you how this works. So you have Scherzer pitching against the Rockies. So let's go to this team versus pitch mix, filter by Rockies. Everything's alphabetized, so pretty easy to find. You can see the Rockies here, and you can see what Scherzer throws, what percent he throws, and it filters. I'm not sure exactly what it filters in. I would assume everything above, I don't know, 20% of the time maybe, it just throws in this filter. But if you want any pitches, you could just filter them in here. I'm only going to leave the slider four seam. I like seeing on the main pitch that the pitcher throws what the chances are that that these batters will do something on, right? So you can see K percents here. Hunter Goodman strikes out 42% of the time. These are 2026 stats. Let's look at 25 for more data. Ryan Ritter strikes out pretty decent amount of the time as well. 32, 31, 30, 30, 29, 31. So you can see the Rockies actually strike out a ton. So then you could like click one of these guys, go to the pitches, and see how much Scherzer gives up on it. So way worse versus lefties. You can just immediately see that. If you go back to the home run matchups cheat sheet, you can see versus lefties he gives up a 2.47. So in only 10 more innings, he gave up 7 more home runs versus lefties, which is a very high number. Instead of just putting the number of home runs, just the amount, we made this show like the percentages, or not percent, but a ratio of how much, if they were to pitch the whole game, Scherzer would give up, on average, almost 2.5 home runs versus lefties a game. Or that's what he did last year, at least. So you get to see four-seam, curveball, slider. He gave up a ton on. So if you see a lefty in this game who's really good versus righties and hits those pitches well, then that's a guy you're going to want to bet on. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like that's the case. This guy does have a lot of homers, actually. Not great on the four-seam. Not too much data, though, for Troy Johnson. Last year, really liked the curve slider. Only problem with that is he's only going to get it 28% of the time. You need someone on at least the four-seam as well. This could be just a fade. I don't think you can trust this data. I wouldn't be surprised if those guys go just because they're lefties, and Scherzer really struggles versus the lefties. And as you can just see, his K rate jumps by about 10% when I go back and forth from lefties to righties. It's signaling that even these like doubled. So I wouldn't be surprised if Scherzer actually has an insane day. I think he goes over this K number. Only 4 of 19 last season, but I think you could see 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you just filter in some other ones. Like that's just strictly off percentages, but you could see versus righties, he's way better anyway. So you could go like game by game. You could filter batter versus pitcher history, see what's happened here. So he struck out McCarthy twice, Tovar twice. Didn't get Willie Castro, but is 0 for 3 against him. Yeah, I think his strikeout chance pretty good. Hits allowed maybe under, but I would just lean his strikeouts. 5.5 seems like a good line there. I think, hold on, I'm going to start a poll, because you guys are kind of asking which ones we like most. Hold on, can I start a poll on here? Might have to do it on my Streamlabs. So let me sign in here. We're going to do a poll. Who are our favorites today so far? I think I'm going to do only one like per game. So we'll do Alonso, Seager, Montgomery, and Springer. And then this is how we made the parlay yesterday. So we actually went 1 of 3 on the parlay yesterday. And for home runs, that's like not terrible, you know? I don't know if my camera looks stupid now. It still looks sideways. I look like I'm like, no, this way. Like I'm like that. Anyway, I'll fix that. Hopefully my monitor comes in soon. But let me type in chat here, get this poll going for you guys. We'll do fave homer so far. Let me know your favorite. We'll do Alonso. Oh my God, can I spell, please? Alonso, Seager. The other ones were Montgomery, and then Springer. So let me know what your favorite one is so far. That poll will be in chat now. And yeah, let me know your favorite. And then as we keep going, we'll keep adding more and just keep going like that. 64 likes. Appreciate it. Just let me know what your favorite is. I'm going to put some discount codes in chat. If you do want to try Propfinder, make sure to give it a try. Through these discount codes, you get like 30% off, 40% off if those are still available. Why you're not on Twitch? Also because YouTube's better. YouTube's better, man. I get that question a lot. I guess I could start going live on Twitch, but I would read off of YouTube chat, I think, primarily. But I do get that question a lot. Maybe I'll have to start going live on Twitch. Pete over Seager, Acuna going today. Didn't know how he looks good against pitch mix. So Tovar is cranking. Tovar plus 600. 0 for 3 against Scherzer. He is a righty, so that immediately like tanks that. Not good on the four seam, not good on the slider. If he gets a curve, maybe. Decent ISO on the changeup, but Scherzer's really good on the changeup. So I would probably not take Tovar. That's all last year data, though. This year, 5 of 17, 1 homer. Good, but not even as good as Rumfield. If I had to pick a lefty in this game, I'd pick Rumfield or Johnson. It's really close. What are their odds? Plus 620. Ooh, 840 for Troy Johnson. And my monitor just turned off. Bro, like, are we for real? Like, what is happening, man? This is not real, bro. This is just not real. I swear. This is why I have a main monitor to stream on, because my other one was good, and this one sucks. Please turn on. Please turn on monitor. Bang, we're back. Sorry, this has just been a terrible stream. Terrible stream. You should pull the chat every day. I do, Sam. I do. We pulled yesterday. Is the poll up? Can you guys see it? Actually, I think if I go to... No. Oh, yeah, you guys can see it. Cool. So, Seager is leading. We have Seager, Alonso... No, Seager, Springer, Alonso, Montgomery. So, make sure you vote in this poll. We'll leave it up for, like, you know, 5-10 minutes as we go through a few other games, and then we'll add some more guys. Yeah, 30 man deuce for sure. Adam's risen up. Attaboy, Adam. Get busy, bro. Get busy. Aaron Savali, we got... I thought he was still on the Sox. I hated this guy. He was terrible. Aaron Savali versus lefties and righties just gives up a lot of homers. Like, a ton of homers. Throws a kind of a weird pitch mix. Cutter, four-seam, like, a ton. And then cutter, sinker to righties. Gives up a lot on that sinker. So let's see if we can filter this. Props I don't have in. Hold on, we're going to go split screen so I can do this quick. Props. We have... I'm just going to do homers today. We're just doing homers today. So props 2 in chat. We have Alonso, Seager, Montgomery, Suarez. I'm trying to only pick like one per game. I do like both Varsho and Springer. And then maybe from the Rockies, if you do like whatever his name was. Wow, even my screen isn't working. Like, this is not my normal screen. Anyway. Even if you like someone from the Rockies just because how much Scherzer gives up, you could certainly bet like Troy Johnson or Rumfield. There's just not much data on it, so I'd be careful. Oops. Apparently if I hit spacebar, my favorite props come up. That's sick. Is that really a thing? Oh, I must have been just toggled on it. That's cool. Okay. Team versus pitcher. Let's look at... What do we got going on here? Athletics or Braves? So, okay, Braves. A lot of you guys were waiting for this one, so let's just get right into it. Team Braves. Then we'll look cutter, sinker. I think I don't know if I want to put in the curve slider. I do like once these pitches, here's kind of my rule. Once these pitches get to about like 50%, that's kind of where I stop, right? So you can see cutter, sinker, both of those combined adds to like 52%. So you don't really want to add in these pitches, especially four-seamer, because some guys are way better on the four-seamer than like any other pitch. Typically like the best, most hitter-friendly pitch, I'd say, but also the most command from the pitcher. So it's kind of like a trade-off. You have to think about it in that sense. And then this side, I don't know. I mean, I think you could just do cutter to get a baseline. You could do cutter, four-seam, curve. You just don't want to go too crazy. I mean, I guess you could add, like, everything. Like, this pitcher, I mean, he's thrown this, like, what, once, 0% of the time, 3%, 10%. I'd say anything over like 20 though, so let's just see who's typically good on this cutter and then kind of go from there. I think Savali, we also saw that he gives up a lot on the sinker to righties. To lefties, I actually don't know what he gives up a ton on. Yeah, just that cutter. Cutter, four-seam, curve. That's probably what I'm going to filter. I'm going to filter cutter, four-seam, curve. And then just kind of leave everything else. But, again, that's up to interpretation. You could start by the main pitch. Since the main pitch is only 35%, though, I'd probably prefer to filter in a few more there. So, you can see Olsen, Baldwin, Harris have the highest barrels. You also want low K rates, so you can filter by that as well. And you can turn it upside down to filter by the lowest. So you can see Baldwin has the lowest K rate. Mike Yastrzemski is, I guess, on the Braves. I didn't even know that. Highest ISO, Baldwin, Olsen, Harris. Kind of what you would figure there. Another thing you have to keep in mind is the ballpark. So 375 compared to 325. So is favored, not even slightly. I would say it just is favored versus lefties. So that can definitely change your research a little bit, and I think it's going to change mine. Even some of these righties might look good. You never want to bet on a guy who has a really high oppo hit rate because then they're just hitting with lower power. You want to typically bet on guys who have a high pull rate, and then you just see that part of the stadium like you can see here. Who is this? Baldwin, you can see hits a lot of his homers over here. Even these would be homers. 396 off Imanaga and 383 double off of Will Warren. Even these, you can see just the opposite, right? Like, these wouldn't be homers. And this triple maybe would go, but it was off Bubba Chandler. Kind of interesting there. But yeah, important to look at. Make sure you're always looking at that spray chart. Batter versus pitcher history. Yastrzemski, 1 for 10. Really high K rate. Does have a homer on him. Drake Baldwin, 0 of 5. So maybe that's a turnoff. That's not good. That is not good. Olsen has a homer on him. He is a lefty. Michael Harris is a lefty. 2 of 3 on him. So even though Olsen has, what was it? He had, or not Olsen, sorry. Baldwin has the highest ISO. Maybe you don't like that head-to-head matchup. Even though he has the lowest K rate, highest barrel rate, hardest, or not highest hard hit rate, but second highest. I think you could decide between Olsen, Baldwin, and Harris here. Olsen does have the homer on him, so maybe that's where you would lean. It's also really, really good on that cutter. Not terrible on the other pitches. You can see high green on the ISO is always good. So let's just filter this. Also, maybe look at Harris. Harris is really good on the cutter. Wow. So if you strictly want to go off that top pitch, you can certainly do so. Harris is really good on that cutter. 128 pitches, 3 homers. And you can see seems to have really, really good stats on that cutter. 13% barrel rate, 323 single, 417 homer, 413 homer, 366 homer. And you can see a lot of those would indeed be homers, especially off of a righty. This one wouldn't be, actually. So basically would have 2 homers. Wind to the left as well in that park. Yeah, that's not great. Dumb question, did Drake Baldwin win Rookie of the Year? I think so. Did he? Yeah. Yeah, he did. Putting my trust in Jesus Sanchez today. Interesting. I could see that. I'm going Springer and Varsho. Otani, Judge, Schwarb, Cal. That is the most chalk parlay. Did that hit once last year? I'd be curious, actually. Acuna's 750 ISO head-to-head. Yeah, and 1 at bat, he has a homer. Or in 4 at bats, he has 1 homer, 1 hit. So that makes sense. It kind of shows you how the ISO works. Like, homers are weighted really heavy. Like 7 times last year. It's crazy. Yeah, I think in this case, you either have to go Harris or Olsen. Honestly, I don't know. It's kind of a toss-up to me. I'd probably just go Olsen. He does have a higher K rate, but that ISO, slugging, and WOBA is hard to stay away from. Acuna, I wouldn't, personally. I think you just have to go Olsen here. Let's see. Harris is plus 511. Olsen plus 300. Acuna plus 331. So I think you have to go Olsen here. But I wouldn't be surprised with Terrace as well. You can also check weak spots. Batting first, third, fifth, and eighth. So Olsen is second. Acuna's third. Yastrzemski's first. First, third, fifth. Fifth. Not sure who's going to be fifth. Lineups aren't confirmed for this game yet. Maybe Drake Baldwin batting eighth as well. Jonah Heim, Eli White, Michael Harris. So, if Michael Harris plays, maybe just bet him off a weak spot. Could certainly be that. Judge, Ohtani, and Cal won 100 off of 10. That's crazy. Like, those odds are terrible, bro. It'll be Baldwin. I wouldn't be surprised. Actually, I mean, that head-to-head data, I might be surprised. I think you have to go Olsen here, and I think that's who I'm going to go with. Also has a homer head-to-head, so if you like that, 1 of 3 with homer. Did strike out the 2 other times, but homer makes up for it. Baldwin just with that over 5, 2 Ks as well. On a low K rate, that scares me. Acuna don't look good? Yeah, he doesn't. Acuna does bat better versus righties, but he likes, we all know Acuna likes the four-seamer. And apparently the sweeper. But you can see him on the four-seam, 226 ISO. Just on the cutter and sinker, the top 2 pitches, 130 and 149 ISO, only getting 3 homers off those pitches last year in over 350 pitches seen. So, Mike Yastrzemski's a... Yeah, I mean, I would not take Mike Yastrzemski. It's terrible on the cutter and four-seam. Also 1 for 10. Does have a homer on him, 4 Ks, though. Dominic Smith, 1 for 2 on him. Not a high sample size. Has a good batting average. Seems like a Nico Horner, Steven Kwan type hitter. Just real contact. Good contact guy. Type exclamation mark props 2. Those are all the homers. I'm not doing like normal props today. Don't have a ton of time. I just want to make sure we get through all the games. Hey, MKM, I'm not overlooking your play. It's just there's a lot of different things to look at when researching homers. Like, I think Jesus Sanchez could go. The 4 of 11 with 2 homers is definitely makes it doable. And, like, don't think I'm like fading your props. I just think there's better homers, and some days you're gonna be right, some days I'm gonna be right. That's just how homers go. That's why all this data is available for you. If you think head-to-head's more important, then go off that. What's the new sub goal? Yeah, I do need to make a new sub goal. Are we at 6,000? No, not 6,000. What does that say? 5150? Oh, man. That's insane. That's insane. New sub goal? Let's make it like 10K. I actually custom made this thing. This sub goal thing using, like, programming. Because I couldn't find one on Streamlabs. So I'll make it 10K. Before, or hopefully soon. I don't know when, but I'll make it. PF Twitter got Stanton, Acuna, and Adley. Ooh. I can't get it behind Acuna, man. He does bat way better versus righties, but... Like, you can see, way better versus righties. Barrel's really good. But then you filter these top 2 pitches that he throws, and it's like... I can't imagine it looks great. Cutter sinker, 13%. I mean... Again, he only had 3 homers on it last year. 40% ground ball. I don't run the Twitter. That's all Jose and Marco. Yep, 100% MKM. 100%. Iron sharpen iron. Love that. Seager, Trout, Lindor, 3-man. Baldwin looks good. Not the head-to-head. That's why I'm on Olsen instead. Olsen also has a homer head-to-head. Are we at still 4 still? No. Or it's 7. I think I have, yeah. If you type exclamation mark props 2, you'll see everyone. Nick today, bro. I gotta wait till Kurtz gets hot, man. I can't. I keep saying he's good, and now, of course, today he's probably gonna hit since I'm not on him. But I don't think, like, you can't keep just going and going and going and betting on him because he's just not hitting, man. We'll get to King of the Court Metal Mask. I was gonna do that little segment at the end of the stream. I only have like an hour. I have like an hour left of stream before I have to go. I have a meeting and then I have to go study and then I'm gonna go run another 2 miles. Your boy's he's in his grind set mindset right now. So exclamation mark props 2 for homers. I always have that for homers, first basket, everything like that. Nasim Nunez. I don't even know who that is. Okay. Jose Suarez. So we got Jose on the bump. 0.93 versus lefties. Not much data to go off of here. For Jose. Changeup four seam to righties. Man, if you see a righty who crushes the four seam changeup, that's certainly a guy you could look at. Four seam slider to lefties. My intuition would be that he's better versus lefties just because he mixes in that slider than righties, but data off this small sample size counteracts that. I don't know what I would do. Let's just go see. Let's just go see who hits good. I mean, there's not much else we can do. Carlos Cortez has a 1 batting average and 2 plate appearances, so he has 2 hits. Not sure if he's going to play. Shea Langolier's highest barrel on those 2 pitches. Brent Rooker, 11.7, 9.1 for Andy Ibanez. Don't even know who that is. Shea has the highest WOBA, highest ISO, slugging, OBP, average. His odds are probably chalked. Plus 420, actually. Doesn't seem terrible. See versus lefties, you can see it's Shea, Brent Rooker. Where's Kurtz? Kurtz is bad versus lefties. Okay, so we don't have to worry about it. Kurtz is really good versus righties. Not good versus lefties. Still 9 homers, but only 27 hits and 137 plate appearances, giving him less than a 200 batting average. So probably not something you want to take there. What was I going to look at here? Let's look. Changeup, four seam. You can see versus lefties here. It is going to be... Yeah, versus lefties, we want a righty. So it's just going to be Shea, man. I was on him yesterday. I do want to look at the park. Righties, it is worse for sure. So four-seam change, you can see both of these maybe get out, maybe get robbed. This one obviously not out. This one not out. But this one, wasn't out to begin with. So you get like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7 out of 8 or 9, depending on what you count there, as homers. He's really good on the four-seam. I don't think you want to take a lefty in this game, though. He's probably not going to have weak spots. If anything, they're going to be skewed. We could take a peek, but I don't think there's going to be much. Yeah, just to the fourth hole. Which actually might be... Yeah, it is Shea, actually. I don't know. What do you guys have for the A's? I would think Shea. Who do you think gets the longest homer? I have no idea. Golly. Longest homer? I mean, who's been winning that recently? Is it just some no-names? Just some rooks? Type exclamation mark props too. I'm only doing home runs today. You'll see them there. Probably going to be random Rooker. You can certainly look at Rooker. Oh my god. Okay, see, like, this is a better batter versus pitcher history. 4 for 5, 3 home runs. Which is interesting because you look at this and you're like, yeah, stats don't look that good. Stats don't look great. Shea 0 for 3. So, I don't know. Does that change it that much? Look at Rooker's stats, though. Like, they actually look terrible. I mean, has, like, what, 1 homer on a 4-seam? I don't know, man. Good point, no cap. Orioles. Pete Alonso probably furthest. That'd be my pick. Or anyone in this game. We didn't get there yet. Yeah, I mean, maybe you do have to just go Brent Rooker. I don't know. That's an interesting one. That batter versus pitcher history is so good. That might be the best today. You could also look at team versus pitcher, so like A's, and see what Rooker did exactly. Oh, that's what I need to do rather than going to EV. Duh. Shea, you could see, let's see what he did. 0 for 3. He has changeup, pop-up, 4-seam, ground ball. Both are field outs. Brent Rooker had 3 homers. Unbelievable. 4 for 5, 3 homers. 399, 365, 357. 357 got out. That's interesting. When blowing in left on the A's game, yeah, it doesn't matter too much. If it's less than like 10 miles an hour, I just wouldn't worry about it. Yeah, I think I'd feel dumb. It's kind of like the same thing with the Alvarez one. Like, even though his stats look worse, I'd feel dumb if I didn't take him because it's how good his head-to-head data looks. But this one, I actually am going to fade. His stats look really bad. Like, I was between Alvarez and another guy. I think I'm still going to take Langoliers. I think you just have to. With his data. I mean... Oh, that's Kurtz. Hold on. I need lefty. Langoliers. See, 259 ISO. Really good Woba, too. Rooker in weak spot. Oh, my God. Well, I'm going to fade it so you guys can win. You don't see the homers or extra base. Yeah, we just we put them into 1. Cheer Bear. We put them into 1, so there'll be full batter versus pitcher. Everything's here. So you can see extra base hits. You can see homers. You can see everything. So Willie Adames and Matt Chapman actually have 3 homers off this guy. Shohei has 2 off BB. Sanchez has 2 off Feltner. Maybe worth playing both strike? It could. It could. Yeah, like playing the guy with the best head-to-head, and then... I just don't, like... Rooker's data is so bad, but he does just cook this guy for no reason. Like, Rooker... I guess it's not awful, but then you look at the pitches he mainly throws. Like, hold on. Were they not on a 4-seamer changeup? Because if they weren't, then it's just, like... It's just chalk data, in my opinion. Wow, they were off 4 seams and changeups. The one he didn't was off a sweeper. Oh my God. Yeah, you have to bet Rooker, man. Which is weird because like it's just so weird. Like he's 4, 5, 3 homers on this dude. You have to take it. I'm gonna take Rooker and Shea. Okay, let's change the poll up. We have Seager is gonna be our first of the day. A lot of you guys are on Seager. I don't think I'm as high on Seager. Like, I almost didn't even favorite him. But, I mean, the head-to-head, him on the cutter, yeah, I guess you have to. Yeah, you have to. It's just, I don't think this looked great or something. Never mind. It was the fly ball, maybe. Seager, yeah, you have to go Seager. Even Woba could be. The head-to-head. Okay, so Seager's going to be our first one. I'm going to say second favorite homer now. And we'll start that poll. And then we'll do a 3-leg. So, second fave homer. We have, let's see what we have here, actually. Who was the second highest one? So I'm going to put Springer back. So we'll put Springer back. Did we look at Nimmo? I did, and I was between Nimmo and Seager. Or Nimmo and... Yeah, Nimmo and Seager, right? He's on the Rangers. For a little bit until I saw... There was something I saw, no cap, that made me look Seager instead. What was the lowest? We're just going to eliminate. So Montgomery, even Alonso. Wow, you guys didn't really like Alonso. Let's see. I think Alonso's one of my favorites too. Springer, we'll do Olsen. We already have Seager in this lay. We'll do Olsen, Rooker, because you guys are on him. And then we'll do... oh yeah, we didn't do Suarez. Yeah, so we'll do Suarez. Cool. Okay, vote on that poll. Let me know your favorites. Lindor, my favorite of the day, not gonna lie. Interesting. We'll look at him. I've seen Lindor. There was one other. Everyone's saying like Lindor and some other guy, but we just haven't got there yet. Okay, let's go team versus pitcher. Let's go. I do like going in order just so we have time to kind of research everyone here. Shane, not going to be much data versus lefties. Also, the Brewers are terrible. Screw the Brewers. No one likes the Brewers, right, guys? Right. Brandon Woodruff. Struggles versus lefties for sure. Or, sorry, am I stupid? Struggles versus righties for sure. You can see a 1.8 versus a 1.78. Nearly double. Actually, more than double. So you can see versus righties on that sinker. Gives up a lot. Throws that in a four seam. And you can see Caminero really, really good. Is there any history? I wouldn't be surprised if he had a homer. No. Diaz. Guys, I was between Diaz and Caminero so much yesterday. And Diaz, of course, went. Oh, I was so mad, man. I was so mad. I was so sad. Propfinder just took Nimmo and Marte. I am Propfinder. What do you mean? Jose must have took him. You mean on Twitter? It's interesting. I do like it. And you're saying Novelli Marte? I think that's a good long shot lay for sure. Oh, Cattell Marte. Interesting. Favorites parlay? Bro, how does he have Acuna in the favorites? I don't get that. Interesting. Very, very interesting. He has Stanton, Acuna, Rutschman, Nimmo, Cattell Marte. Nimmo, Cattell Marte. He posted it twice for some reason. Should probably delete it, but Marker would get mad at me. The Prop Finder. I am Prop Finder. Caminero, again, I think you just have to go him. I don't know how much more research we have to really do on this, but we'll look. I don't think he's been great this year, though, which is a little concerning. No, not this. We need pitch mix, sorry. Rays. These are really good cheat sheets. Such good additions. Again, we 100% want a righty. You could see also, like, individually, you could see Caminero just easily the best in terms of ISO, in terms of barrel on the sinker, and probably the four-seamer. Likes the four-seamer more? Yeah. Oh my god, you gotta go J-Cam here, boys. Favored slightly to righties as well. That certainly does help. But you can see on the sinker four-seam. Stats, more so fly ball and line drive. When that happens, he is hitting a home run 13% of the time. Hold on, I need to change this. Single, double, triple, home run. Out. And if it's not an out, let's see. No, we still have ground ball on. Hold on. He is a righty. So 24% of the time, if he hits it in the air off of a sinker or a four-seamer, it's a home run. And then if you take outs off, if it's not an out, 50% of the time it's a homer. Like, that's the stat you just have to like. Like, sure, this one wasn't a homer, this one might not have been, this one might not have been, but this one was, and this one didn't count. So, I think you have to go off of it, man. I really think you do. I do like J-Cam. Aranda, I don't know. He's pretty good versus lefties. Is Aranda really good on the four-seam change? Not as good as J-Cam, I don't think. Let's see the odd difference. Plus 520 for Aranda. J-Cam's going to be sitting at plus 3. Yeah, so you can see why. Aranda, we gotta check the spray chart, though, for sure. He's probably is the best-looking lefty as well. Him or Cedric Mullins. Probably him, based off of barrel. Sinker, change, and four-seam, though. See, he throws. He mixes the sinker in. He's not great on the sinker. Could be worse. But the pitcher's way better versus lefties. So you can see, like, just immediately off this home run matchup cheat sheet, you can see Brandon Woodruff gives up 0.7, so maybe a homer if he goes out and pitches. And then 1.8 versus righties. So you can definitely see the discrepancy there. And just look at the ISO. 279. He had the most homers by double on his entire team. Insane. Yeah, just insane. You just have to go J-Cam here. 357. You can also look at his barrel. Take off the cutter. Just look at these pitches. 20% of the time, 15%. So even though it's not recency, you always want this number greater than this one, because this shows that they're hot right now, rather than just on the year. Yeah, I like it, though. I like J-Cam for sure. Yeah, literally, Caminero has not got pitches to hit recently. He posted the Nimmo Martele 3 times. Bro. Did he really? 1, 2. I see 2. Let me tell them. Well, he better hope it hits, because he posted it twice. Okay, yeah, I think J-Cam is the best one out of these ones, though. Man, all of these bettors or all of these odds are better on FanDuel than DK. See, I have to finish my verification process on FanDuel. They still, I don't think, have verified me. Let me check. See if I can get anything here. Log back in, and then I go here, verification, and it freezes, and then, yeah, okay, cool. Just not gonna happen. Oops, not that. What do we need? I need chat on my phone. I forgot my chat's on my phone. My B-boys. Let's see what you guys are saying. Varsho gonna homer. I have him today. Just posted and deleted another. So it's J-Cam. Yeah, J-Cam's my favorite. There was 3 at one point. I just told him. We'll see. We'll see if he listens to me. He doesn't like doing that. Exclamation mark props 2. All the homers are there. Olsen, I think we probably have to add. Yeah, Rooker, Shea, and J-Cam. You guys get a little behind the scenes today if you're curious. Sometimes I'm curious on, like, what these streamers are doing behind the scenes. Now you get to see. You guys get to see, man. Okay, A's Cubs. This is a fade game. Remember, the weather is terrible. Wind blowing in at 17 miles an hour. Might rain as well. So definitely a fade game. I think this game was also a fade game. If we look at the ballpark weather. Yeah, he changed this one to delay likely. Don't want to vet there. So let's just skip straight to the Astros Red Sox. Dodgers also, unfortunately, in a delay likely situation. Stay away from Ohtani pitching. He might not go deep, but usually is better when he's pitching. Take 2 total bases. Is it as simple as J-Cam, Rooker, Seager? I'm still not high on Rooker, man. He does have that good batter versus pitcher history, but the data just tells you that he doesn't hit those top two. Tell Jose I'm naming my firstborn after him because of this pitch mix cheat sheet. Why don't you just name your firstborn team versus pitch mix? That's a good name. Or team and pitch mix. You have a set of twins. That'll be kind of cool. I gotta chill, bro. Propfinder was originally made for... I don't know what stats. I think he started with NBA, actually. Burke Lopez, 3 threes. Duly noted. Brian Bello and Hunter Brown, both two really good pitchers. I would probably fade this. You can see his top pitch that he throws to righties 50% of the time is a .035 ISO. He gave up 1 homer on his top pitch last year. You just have to fade this. Batter versus pitcher history. Paredes has 1. Alvarez has 1. 3 of 5. Oh, Alvarez is so good. He's so good. Probably got it on the changeup if I had to guess. Name it Jacob Propfinder. The real key. Appreciate the sub, bro. Seager, Springer, Stanton, S's Lays. A lot of you guys are on Stanton, too. I think right now, if we were to, like, if just going off of my favorites, personally, I think if I had to make a parlay, I would go Alonso, Springer, Olsen. Or J-Cam. J-Cam looks nasty, bro. Alonso, Springer, J-Cam maybe over Olsen. Suarez also looks really good off these top pitches. Man, I might even go Suarez. I'll probably do that as a round robin though, and everything else on straights. Other than the, 3-leg parlay. What are we at here? Yeah, so you guys are also going Springer. Who was our first one? Seager. That's right. So you guys are higher on Seager than I am. Seager, Springer, Stanton. I could see that, though. Caminero in weak spot. I think he was. Or no, that was... Wait. 7th? No. Cam's 3rd. 107. Who was just in weak spot? Who were we researching? Was it Shea? Yeah, Shea was in weak spot. Shea was in weak spot. Oh, Ian Happ would look great if it wasn't for the wind. I took Ian Happ yesterday because the wind looked good, and now it's blowing completely the opposite direction. Just crazy. You have to look at wind. Yeah, I'm fading this game. This could be a... I wouldn't say no-homer game, but this could be a low-scoring game. You can see over-under spread pretty low at 7.5. Pretty good pitchers here. Rafaela, 3 of 8. Kiner Falefa has a homer. I mean, I don't see Kiner Falefa hitting another one. He has a .77 ISO normally. I don't even think he's playing. Can't click on him. Okay, Yankees, Mariners. The day you guys have waited for. Fried versus the Mariners. Let's take a look at the team versus pitch mix. Mariners and then Yankees. Let's do it like this. This could be a good series, actually. Max Fried, cutter, 32%. Curve, change, four seam. So when you have like, oh man, even sinker, even sweeper, like a lot of pitches here. Let's see, who is he worse against? Significantly worse versus lefties. So you would almost have to take lefties here. Let's see, actually, the team versus pitcher. If there's any data here that could be very, very helpful as well. What is Cal? Cal's 1 of 6 on him. Got a double, was almost a homer. 402, so should have 1 homer. 290, 290. Popped up 70-footer. So getting decent contact. Wow, 0 of 30 homers. 401 feet. 0 of 30 homers. That's crazy. Stanton hat trick. Oh my god. Yeah, Caminero, I like J-Cam today. Do one for the vote, but also your top 3. I got you, Rockstar. We'll do that. Jazz? What do you guys got for the Mariners? Let me know. J-Rod. 2 for 9 with 2 singles. 9 for 26 for Victor Robles. Interesting. I think you just have to go a lefty here. Even if you were to bet against Max Fried. So I think eliminate all the righties. He gives up a .3, you know. Barely any. Sinker sweeper. Cal 50% barrel. Oh my lord. Wait, is that real? Sinker, sweeper. Oh my god. On the sinker versus lefties, he has 3 homers, 353 average. Ah! Oh my god! Ain't no way. Okay. Hold up. Hold up. I know Cal sucks, but like, bro. But like, bro. But like, bro, you have to take that, right? Oh my god, man. 60%. I've never seen 60. I've seen 50. I think once, and it was Judge. I've never seen 60. Never seen 60. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of them are homers. Oh my god, man. That is like not even fair. That is unbelievable. Look at Ref. Not taking Cal, Pete, or Nick until they go. I mean, yeah, you do have to look at this year's stats, but I mean, that's just unbelievable. Cal has a 400 ISO last year. This season, he's 1 for 4, so it's not like, well, I guess the other 3 were Ks. But he's only batted 3 times versus lefties. And 1 was a hit. So, I don't know. 0 ISO, so it was a single, but... Oh, man. I'm curious if that pitch was on a sinker. I feel like that one he nailed had to be off a sinker, right? No, it was a 4-seam. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, we're just going to have to fade Cal. I agree. I'm agreeing with you. You just got to wait until they get hot. Got to take a little bit of this year into account. Donovan has 2 this year. Pitches, though, he doesn't throw when he hit homers off him. Props to Chris. Luke Rayleigh. Canzone has 2 homers. Wow. See, like, these guys, 3 for 11, 2 homers, 4 for 11, 4 for 14, 3 homers. That's insane. 643 ISO. Cal is what? What's his... Cal is 2 of 13. Unbelievable. Dude just fell off a cliff. Okay, Logan Gilbert struggles versus righties. Gives up a bit versus lefties, too, though, as well. Like, yeah, slider versus lefties or 4-seam and slider versus righties. Yeah, that's why we're all on Stanton. Yeah, Stanton's going yard. Big slumper. I'm only taking homer props today, Chris. Since researching MLB, like, I think for the next, like, month, we'll probably only do homers. Just because there's not, like, much to go off of. Other than last year. Also, yeah, I'm busy. I have to go in, like, 45 minutes. Not even. I would have liked to take in a shower, but I don't think that's going to happen. Why'd you like Pete again? I don't really have time to go back over it, but if you go to the start of stream, he was, like, the first game. So if you go, like, 5 minutes into the stream, you'll probably see Savage. Okay, let's look at the Yankees. Just the slider four seam to righties. It's going to be crazy for Stanton. Yeah, 406 ISO. 119 plate appearances. 53 hard hit. Judge higher hard hit. Stanton 0.1 higher barrel. That's funny. Ryan McMahon. Wow, look at all these lefties. Grisham, McMahon, Jazz. But again, you have to go off of righties, I think, initially, at least here. 3 for 12 with a homer off Gilbert. Judge is 5 for 16, no homers. Jazz has a homer. Grichuk has a homer. Stanton, 3 for 12 with a homer. Stanton's actually better versus lefties. More power, though. Way more power. 19 homers. It's crazy. Four-seam slider. I mean, that's just what Stanton kills. 20% barrel, 25% last season. Just see, like, just insane stats. 40% fly ball, 33 ground ball, 53 hard hit, 40 pull. 331, so not a great park, actually. But I mean, Stanton, you know, when he gets a hold of one, it's gone. 32%. 56% chance of it being a home run if it's not an out. If it is an out, oh my god. If he puts it in the air, 33% of the time it's gone. So, I mean, if he's like plus 300, yeah. It's probably what I would have him at. I don't have time to do an NBA today, bro. Unfortunately. I'll do a little bit for King of the Court. I'll get at least one for King of the Court. Stanton Laser. You on Stanton today, Adam? He's also 8 for 12 this season with a homer, so he's really hot this season. I would assume you're on him. I feel like you gotta be. Jeez, look. He's so many singles, too. Yeah, I mean, that's ridiculous. Those odds are ridiculous. Gotta go Stanton here. Yeah, I'd rather take Stanton than Judge, honestly. Like, 100%. Judge is 0 for 10 versus righties this year. Oh my god. Yeah, give me Stanton. Give me Stanton every day. All day, every day, baby. Varsha, or Springer. Give me Springer or Justice. Or Justy. Bro, I wish I had my other monitor. Sucks looking at chat on my phone. Second favorite homer. A lot of you guys are still on Springer. If you haven't voted, 5 more votes for 100. And while you're voting, you can hit the like button. We need 15 more for 100. Come on, boys. 261 people in here. If you're new, give me a like. Give me a sub. I'd appreciate it. Stanton bangs it on Tuesday. 744 slugging. Holy. And also, I think I have to start doing night streams, guys. If you guys are okay with that. I know you already said you were. I think we just have to. I think it'll give us more time to go more in depth with this data. The only problem with that is we won't know weak spots. Because we won't know confirmed lineups, which is why I like going live. But when there's this many games, I'm just kind of jumping around, you know, like skipping through a lot of things. I want to go in depth, you know. So I think night streams are just going to have to happen. Logan Webb, don't really want to take anyone to hit a homer off of him. Sinker sweeper. I mean, this is like a George Springer guy. Ooh, Tatis really good on the sweeper, actually. Tatis, I could see going. Bet he has a homer on him. Yeah, 7 to 34. Machado, good against him as well. This could actually be a... Ooh. Logan Webb's going to get cooked. Even though he's a good pitcher, low K rate, especially versus lefties, got to face a lot of righties. Yeah, I could see Tatis going for sure. Sheets as well. Wow. Sheets kills the sweeper. Laureano, oh my god. Yo, Webb's actually giving up 3 or 4 homers. Whoever said Merrill in chat, he's like the only guy I don't like. Yo, is this Ben Johnson? Yeah, they got a Ben Johnson on the Giants, my goat. I think Machado, Tatis, or Laureano could go. Was it yeah. Any one of those guys. So with that, let's look at history. Laureano 0 of 7, Merrill 9 of 13. So you're going off of history. 690 batting average is insane. Oh yeah, Padres Park sucks. Stanton for long ball jackpot could be. I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, Stanton bangs it on Tuesdays. Not, I think I said Springer. Night streams for the days where there's a lot of games early the next day. Yeah, true. Wait, early games the next day? There aren't that many early ones. Sometimes they start in daytime, too. Yeah, you want, like, a good mix, Will. It's not that I don't like Rooker, it's that I like Shea more. And it's not that I don't like Baldwin, it's that I like Olsen more because they have more of a middle ground. Who subbed? Rev? Appreciate the sub, Revlani. Appreciate you. Yeah, exactly, Vikron. Props to TBB. Exclamation mark props to. Only doing homers today. I think Tatis is a guy you could go to in this spot. Laureano, Tatis. Like, Tatis is really good on that sweeper. If he gets the sweeper, it's likely gone. 7 of 34 versus Webb, though, with 8 Ks isn't a great sign. But look at him on the sweeper. I mean, 303 batting average, 450 WOBA. He's just really good. PEDs probably helped with that. But jokes aside, he looks pretty good. 0% barrel recently, though. Has he done anything recently? See, like, Laureano's the hot hand now, and he's good on those pitches. So maybe you lean him. See, his barrel, even from last season, looks good as well. There's a lot of different ways you can go. Ricky. Appreciate the sub, Ricky. Yeah, but I think you can go a lot of different ways here. What are your guys' favorites from this one? Merrill, good HRR. I agree with that. There's a lot of good HRR bets in this one. I think Coach Ben Johnson's even a good one, man. See, like, literally Laureano and Tatis have the same exact batting average. Tatis, or Laureano actually has the higher ISO. Tatis 200. It's so close. Even Castellanos has a good batting average versus him. Really good on the sweeper. No, not the Orioles. I was like, why does that look so bad? Sheets has a 533 ISO, Merrill's 692. It's just unbelievable stats here, boys. Like, everyone on the Padres looks good. Honestly, in this game... Oh, look, Tatis. Look at all this data here. Lots of ground balls for Tatis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like, all of them. Does have a homer, though. 433. In what ballpark would that not be out? I guess Colorado. Just going off data. That's funny, though. Jeez. I would take Logan Webb over hits allowed in this game. I think I'm going to put that on the streak. Laureano not even on FanDuel right now. Like, what's Logan's Webb odds on hits allowed? Yeah, 5.5. He's gonna get shelled, man. He gave up 9 last game, 7 strikeouts, which is good. But like, bro, Webb, you can't be giving up that many, man. I'm also so sad we lost our streak. Duncan Robinson is so... I'm so sad. What are all his, like, lines? Pitching outs? He's favored to go over his pitching outs? I don't know, man. I don't know. I think he gets rocked. Don't like Burger today, Rain. This game's really hard. I wouldn't blame you for taking Tatis, Sheets, Laureano, Machado, or Casti. Like, I wouldn't blame you for taking any of those guys. If I had to... I don't even know who I would take. Like, I don't think I'm going to take anyone from this game. Padres Park is really bad for home runs, which is another thing for sure. I mean, Tatis, like, you can see, a lot of these even would be homers. But, see, like, this one would be... It's close. I think I just have to fade this. But I'm going to take Webb over hits allowed. 15.7. You want this to be in, like, the 50 range, like we saw with Stanton. Could actually do, like... But we need to make sure. He does put on the ground a lot. Yeah, you can see ground. It's close. I'll take him. Sheets, maybe. 73. Okay, so don't take Sheets. Machado's a little better. Laureano, I'm curious. Yeah, a lot of ground balls. Sinker, sweeper. 13%. 63. 26. So still not even that high. Yeah, MKM. I did not see that blowout coming, bro. Like, that was crazy. Alonso, J-Cam, Stanton, 3-man. It's probably one of my favorites. 91 likes. Let's get to 100, man. Come on. Come on. We're close. We're close. I appreciate you guys. We're close. Okay, not sure we're going to get through the whole slate. Oh, come on, we gotta... Oh, yeah, we only have, like, this game, really. Giants, let's just go through real quick. I don't think, again, you don't really want to take homers in the Padres game. Barrel percent, let's see. Four-seam knuckle curve. You don't want to bet against a pitcher who throws a knuckle curve. I've learned my due diligence on that. I think I'm good. Casey Mees versus righties seems to struggle. Corbin Carroll, I called it yesterday. I'm like, I don't like the park. I don't think I'm going to take his homer. Dude hit a homer and a triple, so whatever, bro. I should have, like, done a little more. I'm like, maybe if you really like him for a homer, maybe you just take, I don't know, maybe you just take his triple. Exactly right, MKM, about Jalen Johnson too. Jalen Johnson hit though, or his not the RA, but hit his double yesterday. Took him for both yesterday. Yeah, I know he got both yesterday. That's crazy. Just crazy. Corbin Carroll, really good, but this pitcher struggles versus righties. Four-seam sinker, four-seam splitter are the two things you're going to want to look at. Let's look at team versus pitch mix. We can also look at pitcher. Let's look at the Diamondbacks. Corbin Carroll, 2 of 2. Carlos Santana, 2 of 23. Not the guy you're going to want to bet on, which probably means he's going yard. Slurve, 21%. I know Jose and Marco, one of them was on Ketel Marte. Could be interesting. How's this stadium? See, this stadium's also... Or no, this is the Diamondback Stadium. This one's not good. Ketel Marte. How many triples did Corbin Carroll have last year? See, look, he had a ton of them. Like, what are his odds at a triple? They're probably cooked now. Plus 1,000. I mean, he got one yesterday. He had 13 last year. He had 4 games with 2 or more triples. Bro, how? That's insane. That's crazy. Like, that's actually crazy. PHG, the stadium for that game is terrible. 1,100 yesterday? Yeah, that makes sense. Laureano wasn't starting. Doesn't surprise me, really. Walking triple hitter. Speed demon, yup. Dude's fast on the bases, man. Corbin Carroll, Ketel Marte. I mean, those are just going to be the guys you're going to want to look at. Higher ISO between them is going to be Corbin. I just don't think you can take it in this stadium. I mean, off of a righty. Corbin Carroll's the best in this game. Maybe you take him for another triple, but I don't, or just his bases. I just don't think you can take him for a homer. Four seam splitter, you could see, how often was it a triple? 5.6% of the time. Yeah, 4% of the time, that's minus EV on a plus 1,000. Should be way higher, and that's just including righties. If you include everything, 4.5%, yeah, still 4.5%. Homer and a triple, unbelievable. This could be a WOBA game too, or HRR, whatever you want to call it. Perdomo looks good. Ketel Marte looks good. Corbin Carroll looks good. And those 3 guys are all in the lineup back to back to back. Certainly, actually, I don't know if this lineup's confirmed, but yeah, I just don't think you can take homers in this game. I would lean Corbin Carroll for like HRRs or anything like that. Who's this? Vargas actually looks pretty good. 13 of 50. Plus 1132. Best odds on underdog. Interestingly enough. Usually that doesn't happen. Really good on the 4-seamer. I don't feel out. Good contact hitter seems. Yeah, 90% or 60% ground ball. Do not bet on the Cubs today, bro. Oh, shoot. Do we need another pull? Second. Okay, so we have Springer and who? Larry. Appreciate the sub. Springer. Forget the first one. Seager. Oh, should we just do the SSS lay? Are we just doing the SSS lay, boys? Okay, last for lay. Who do we got here? Who's our favorites left? So we're doing... I think my favorite's still Alonso, man. Ooh, J-Cam, Stanton. J-Cam, Stanton, Suarez, Alonso. Those are my... Actually, not my 4 favorites. J-Cam, Stanton, we'll do Rooker, and we'll do... Who else are you guys on? I'm seeing a lot of our shows, actually, in chat. And Montgomery. Stanton, Rooker, Varsho. Stanton... Rooker, Varsho. We'll do Montgomery as well. Okay, vote on that new poll. Right now we have Springer and Seager. Let me know what you guys have. Let me know what y'all guys get. I'm going to put in all these plays on DK because I don't have FanDuel. There's Caesars, maybe. I guess Caesars for Pete Alonso. Caesars and Montgomery and Suarez and Varsho and Springer. Not Olsen. So what is it? Olsen and who? Olsen and Seager, not better. Rooker. Yeah, everyone's pretty much going in Caesars. Let me actually refresh this and make sure we're getting the best odds possible. We also do need to do a King of the Court. I don't have too much time left. Mystery Profit Boost, 25%. Just don't have time to really use it. %50 boost, I'll use that on our homer lay. Unless there's something better on Caesars. I can't see chat right now, but just vote on that poll, boys. Tuesday dingers. What does this mean? Get a 30% boost. Schwarber and Trout did homer. That's chalk. Okay, let me make sure these odds are still looking better. DK, Alonso. Yeah, Caesars is going to be better. I'm actually going to turn off FanDuel for now. FanDuel, if you guys are betting, is better for everyone except Springer, Giancarlo Stanton, and Caminero. But I'm going to turn off FanDuel for now just because I literally don't have it. And then you could do this. You can save changes, and then that'll pop up now for you. Let me check it on chat, see what you guys are doing. See if there's any bullying happen or anything. SSS it is? Oh no. Stanton, Springer, Suarez, Seager. I'm doing all singles, June, but we're also doing parlays as well. Yeah, you guys don't seem to like Pete, which is interesting. Stanton. All right, man. I'm going to do like our community parlay, and then I'm also going to do yes I do, Mark. Yes I do. Sometimes 3. So calm down. Anyway, I'm doing my community parlay, which is all you guys obviously, and then I'll tell you my parlay as well. So I'm going to put this in on Caesar, so we have to do Alonso, on Caesars. We have Suarez on Caesars. Rooker. And I'm betting all these to win 1 unit, by the way. Rooker's plus 390. That's crazy. I think he does have the lowest odds out of these probably to hit a homer. He does have good history, though, so you just have to go off of it. Plus 350 for Colson, Stanton, and I think that's everyone on Caesars. Man, I wish I can. Hold on, I'll just pull up chat. Props to anyone ever RR these. I would RR like your top 4. I did 9 yesterday, and I made like 1.5 units, but I think if you RR your top 4, you might have better luck. I don't know. Computer, I think, is the best way to research, but, I mean, you'll get all the same stuff on your phone. I just think it's more, I just think it's better, but probably because I just use it more than my phone to show on stream. But you get all the same stuff. I'm going to play Rooker to win half a unit. Plus 390. Let's see. Quick math. 4.28. Nope. Okay, I just placed all the ones in on Caesars. Let me place these on DK. Let's see if you guys are chatting. Junior Caminero. Pete Alonso, I do like him. He's on our list today. Soto, no. Or I didn't see him at least. I think that game we skipped, actually. Actually, you guys were so high on Lindor. But the reason we skipped that game is due to ballpark weather. This is not loading. Hold on. Let me open up DK here. Bruh. No. Okay, we have J-Cam, Olsen. Let me get these in. J-Cam, Olsen, Varsho, Seager. The reason I don't like the Mets game is due to ballpark weather. Oh, come on. Weather. There we go. But you can see here, Kevin said there's a high chance for a delay. Update, I think the likely outcome is that they will play ball. The storms are just a hair north. Okay, updated this. I don't know when. High resolution forecast models paint this one as a very close call near stationary line of storms. So it's very close. But I'm at yellow or orange for the uncertainty with a legit possible outcome of bad outcome at a whole bunch of DMs. Roughly along the lines of, how did you not know that was going to storm all night? You weatherman all suck. Yeah, I'm just going to fade this game. I mean, I would just be careful on it anyway. Oh, the Yerfy Nerfy. I don't even think I'm going to have time to get a King of the Court in. Boys, I just don't have time, man. Okay, Matt Olson. I might post it later, but I wouldn't count on it. Varsho and Seager. Then I'll post all these in the Discord as well. I'm just going to get them in myself here. And then we'll do the 2 lays. And then maybe a King of the Court. Singles. Varsho's plus 402. That's pretty good. Seager's been getting nuked. Plus 257. Those have to be terrible odds compared to what you guys got, I would assume. Okay, all those are in as well on DK. Let me pull up chat, see what you guys are saying. I do not have time to look at anyone else, guys. Think I'm going to do 6. Fair enough. Schwarber. Do not like Schwarber. I just don't have time. I have to be at my meeting in 20 minutes, and it's a 10-minute walk. And I still have to post all these plays and do a King of the Court. And do our lay. So we're going to do Stanton. Stanton, you guys are easily in on Stanton. So let's do that. Stanton, Seager, Springer looks like going to be best on Caesars if I had to guess. Yeah, I mean, plus 257, plus 255, same thing. Seager, Springer, Stanton on Caesars. Why are home runs like all the way at the bottom? Like, bro, can we lock in here? Wait, I think I had a 50% boost. I might have a 50% boost on DK. I'll do mine on DK then. That's fine. Okay, so I always put 0.3 units. I should probably have a better way to do this, but I'm just going to put 0.3 units on that lay. Seager, Springer, Stanton were your guys' favorites. Now I'm going to do my favorites. I'm going to run Alonso. Alonso, J-Cam. I don't want to do the same. Alonso, J-Cam, and Suarez are going to be my favorites. Then 50% boost. Bang. Then another 0.3 unit bet there. Let me pull up my chat. King of the Court, I don't have time, bro. I might post one while I'm at the meeting. It depends how important the meeting is. Which home runs? All these are the home runs. Those are all the home runs. Liam Hicks, I didn't like him. Already looked at him. Plays of the day are Sanchez, Berger, and Sal Stewart. Interesting. I saw Sal Stewart. I just didn't like. I didn't like Berger did have like one good pitch. Sanchez, you're on for the back-to-back or the head-to-head. I need to add. The only other one is Stanton. Stanton. Okay, appreciate you guys. I will be signing off here. Hopefully the stream wasn't like too terrible. My monitor should be coming in tomorrow. I don't know if it'll be here before stream. I actually have the tracking thing. Let me see if my if I can find this quick, and then I'll sign off here. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. If you don't know, I do this like every single day. Usually like 3 o'clock. Might do some night streams, but if you aren't in our Discord, join that. Join our Twitter. Follow me on Pick. You can see all my bets there. If you want to try Propfinder, use the discount codes in chat. Should be able to still use those. I'm not sure if this one's still in order. All your streams suck. Keep up the good work, bro. Appreciate you, Mark. I will keep sucking. Pause. Whoa, that's crazy. I gotta sign off, bro. This is insane. My monitor is shipped, and yeah, with that, I feel like that's a good note to end off of. So, appreciate you, boys. See you, hopefully tomorrow with a new monitor. So, take care. Good night. I will post the parlays for sure. Maybe get a King in the Court for you guys. So, you'll see if you're in the Discord. You'll see how I played everything. Just real quick, here's all the last plays. My lay was Caminero, Suarez, Alonso. Your guys' lay was Seager, Springer, Stanton. I played both 0.3 units on them. So, yeah. All right. See y'all, boys. Take care. Till next time.